I'm Athalis from Realm Maintenance, and this is your weekly Blizzard podcast roundup covering content posted from October 25th through 31st of 2021.
Cheers, love! The cavalry's here!
You are not prepared!
Stay a while and listen.
This past week hasn't been a quiet one when it comes to Blizzard news. It was announced that the BlizzCon line that was planned for early next year has been cancelled, but that they're working to reinvent the con and that we should still expect game announcements in different formats. In huge news for the employees of Activision Blizzard, Bobby Kotick, CEO of the company, has made some moves this week. In an email to all employees, he announced 5 changes to improve the workplace. A new zero-tolerance harassment policy, increasing the percentage of women and non-binary people in the workforce by 50%, and investing $250 million to accelerate opportunities for diverse talent, waiving required arbitration of sexual harassment and discrimination claims, increased visibility on pay equity, and regular progress updates on workplace initiatives. In addition to this, Bobby, quote, has asked the board to reduce my pay to the lowest amount California law will allow for people earning a salary, which this year is $62,500, until the board has determined that we've achieved the transformational gender-related goals and other commitments described above. A Better ABK, the Workers' Alliance for Activision Blizzard King, has commented on this on their Twitter. They see this as a huge win and recognize this is what happens when workers come together for change. A Better ABK has publicly asked Bobby Kotick if he would voluntarily support the formation of a union for Activision Blizzard King employees, and the company has yet to respond. You can follow the workers on Twitter at A Better ABK to keep up on future progress. On that note, getting started with General Blizzard podcast this week, there were new episodes of Blizzard Watch, Group Quest, Jobs Done, Lore Watch, and The Instance. Blizzard Watch, Group Quest, and The Instance all talked about the BlizzCon news and what the future of the con might look like. For WoW Podcast, we have new episodes of All Things Azeroth, Dalaran Public Broadcasting, Do Not Relent, Dungeon Fables, For Azeroth, Girls Gone WoW, Lion's Pride Tavern, Mocast, Peak of Serenity, Pig and Whistle Tales, Server Restart In, Technically PvP, the AIE Podcast, The Half Hill Report, The Starting Zone, and The Tauren and the Goblin, Thrall's Balls, Unshackled Fury, Whispers of War, and WoW Challenges. Hallow's End is coming on, and on everyone's lips and minds is patch 915 that is releasing this coming week. Jared and Manny on For Azeroth discussed the letter from CEO Bobby Kotick, the cancellation of BlizzCon line, and the controversy surrounding boosting. Technically PvP deep dived into Arcane Mage and finds out what makes them so powerful in PvP. Last week, Live Laugh Lore were guested by Nick and Katie from The Tauren and the Goblin, double podcast trouble. They talked about what-if questions they find interesting. In WoW Classic, last week saw episodes released from Countdown to Crusade and Warcraft Reloaded. More news on Season of Mastery has surfaced, including an in-game version of the Iron Man Challenge. Catch the WoW Challenges episode of the week to hear more, and on Countdown to Crusade you can hear a discussion about mage and dungeon changes to combat mage boosting in Season of Mastery. Hearthstone is going strong, with new episodes from Blizzlet, Born to be Wild, Coin Concede, Dr. 3, Hero Powercast, Off Curve, Play for Tempo, The Angry Chicken, The Lightforge Podcast, The State of Wild, Vicious Syndicate Data Reaper Podcast, and Walk to Work. There's a lot of continued talk about mercenaries, with, among others, The Angry Chicken talking about a nerf to the best way to level up your mercenaries. But this week also saw the announcement of a new mini-set, The Deadmines. Tune into Coin Concede, Vicious Syndicate Data Reaper, and Walk to Work to hear more, and keep a lookout on your favorite podcasts in the coming week. I have a feeling there will be a lot of Deadmines talk. However, this week also saw Play for Tempo announce a longer hiatus to the podcast, perhaps indefinitely. We wish them all the best, and that they find enjoyment in whatever comes next. In Heroes of the Storm news, Into the Nexus was guested by Bahamut with a spotlight on the Season 3 of CCL starting this weekend. The Shattered Soulstone took care of Diablo for this week. And for Overwatch, we have new episodes from Believe in Overwatch League, One Man Watchpoint, Plat Chat, Ready Set Pwn, and Tactical Crouch. Pretty much all of the podcasts have been talking about Overwatch League player movement in the past 2 weeks, with big moves between teams. This week also saw a name change for the OG gunslinger of Overwatch, who is now known as Cole Cassidy. Listen to Believe in Overwatch League and One Man Watchpoint to hear more. And that's going to do it for this week's roundup. I've been Athalis. You can follow me on Twitter at AthalisWCR, that's ATHALUSWCR. You can also follow Realm Maintenance at Realm Podcast. You can also find the weekly podcast roundup in written form at warcraftradio.com, where you can find our comprehensive directory of podcasts covering Blizzard games. And whether you're discovering a new show or keeping up with an old favorite, we invite you to leave a review of the podcast on our directory as well. This update is a presentation of Warcraft Radio.